Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Um if you haven't already, please subscribe, like and share if you care. We are up 90. Last time I checked it was 93. So I'm hoping that we'll say March I want to be at 100. I can get there. I'm not going to shoot for some ridiculous number because I know I don't do the videos that often. And I need to be more consistent. So this is going to be a short one. I just wanted to kind of get back into the groove of doing things. Got to figure out what day works best. I think I'm going to do the videos in the daytime. When I first started, it worked at night because the kids were in bed. They didn't hear me talking about all that stuff. But now I think daytime will work better lighting. And I need to, my goal for this year, one of my goals, is to not care about what I look like in front of the camera. I used to put on makeup and got dressed and all this. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to pop a wig and hopefully you guys don't like, ooh, what's going on with her? But anyways, I have enjoyed, and this been so therapeutic for me doing the videos. I know I pissed some of my family off. They didn't understand or want to understand why I needed to speak my mind, speak my truth. After 30 years or so of silence, 25 years of, people gossiping about it, 20 something years, I'm sure. I just wanted to put my version out and my side because I know some of the other sides have been talked about and gossiped about and yelled at on top of buildings. But I just kind of wanted to wrap up kind of like some of my negative stories. Although there's a lot of stuff that happened to me, and oh, my cat is saying, let me in. I hear you in there. Oh, she's like, you can't get away from me. I thought she would just go in my room because that's her comfort zone. But no, she said, I know I need to be wherever you are. You said you wanted a support animal. Well, I'm here to support the heck out of you. Anyways, Happy New Year's to everybody. I am hoping that this year brings clarity, brings confidence, brings a new you. And I know a lot of people said that in 2020, new me, new year. 2022, pandemic was going down and, oh, new me, new you. A lot of us were stuck in our old ways, stuck people pleasing, accepting behaviors that we know we don't deserve. I recently had the courage to kind of voice my hurt for a few people that I really care deeply about. You want to say hi to the people, Cola? You want to say hi to the people? Cola, you want to say hi to the people? Them little noisy girls are out there. Cola, you want to say hi to the people? Let's see. Oh, hello, Cola. Hello, Cola. Oh, she's purring. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hello, people. Hello. This is Cola Bola time. Anyways, I guess I'll see on the playback if she shows up on the screen. But yeah, I in September I kind of put my foot down. I think I was doing that all year. There was a couple of people that I thought were like family. As if you don't know, I was in foster care for a long time. I moved out here with my last foster family. So when I had kids, I decided to create a family for them. And I pulled some of my exes into it. I pulled the dad's family. I was trying to hold on, and I was always trying to figure out a way to connect with my sisters and my brothers, whether they were in Spain or in New York, Connecticut, wherever they were. I was always trying to figure out a way to let them know that I'm here. You know, unfortunately, because of our parents, we didn't grow up together, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you. I wanted to have a relationship with them. It was a lot harder when my in state brothers and sisters were small, because anytime I had to deal with my stepmom and my dad. And if you heard some of my stories, you know why that might have been hard. If not, I'll go back and kind of tell stories here and there. I just didn't want to try to, it was getting harder and harder to keep it in order, especially after I got kicked out of my foster home in Seattle, because I was out there. Like, I was doing a lot of self harm. I really didn't want to make it past 18 at that time. And once I made it past 18, I was 21. Then I was like, well, maybe 25. I'll be okay if I live up to 25. And I had my first son when I was 23, or I was pregnant when I was 23 and had him at 24. Either way, I had him in '04, so that gave me the push to want to live longer. But the weird thing about family curses, family dynamic, DNA, whatever you want to call it, even though I didn't get to know my mom until later on in life, I met her when I was turning 21 or 22. Because of 9/11, she found me. I lived in Bellevue at that time. And she was a wonderful person in the States until I got to Spain, and I guess she wasn't on her medication. If you heard the video about the Spain trip, you know that my mom suffered from schizophrenic and other symptoms. I believe she dealt with other things. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, and I don't know exactly everything that there is to know about schizophrenic, but it was it was very hard. Anyway, so getting back to the positive, because of it being hard to deal with my dad and just the thoughts. When you're in church, you always hear, oh, if you forgive somebody, you let it go. Let go and let God. Let go and get God. And it's such bull. It is such bull because your memories don't get erased. Your triggers don't get erased. That's such a bullshit statement. So many statements that I heard throughout my life. I want to go back and slap those people. Oh, I want to go back and slap them because I'm like, or just erase that freaking statement of the church history because that's not true. But I believed it and I wanted to believe it, so I kept pushing myself. And the first time after going to court, being yelled at in the streets, walking down my old neighborhood after going into foster care, being thrown tomatoes, all that crap, because my family was well known because of my grandfather. He was very friendly. So there was a few buildings on the stretch of 170 to 177 that people know the Tifa. And of course, gossip spreads more than freaking butter. So I was called every name in the book. But I told myself, I said, I want to make sure that my sisters know that they have a bigger sister. So how do I do that? I started working out a plan with caseworkers at the teen shelter that I was staying at. And you know what? Even though I cry about being kicked out and I felt like crap, I felt like giving up, I felt like nobody cared, I'm so glad that I got to see a different side of human beings because I know those caseworkers, some of them just do their job. They just show up to collect the check. But some of those caseworkers, they'll never know how much they changed my life. Like Becky, I know, she was at Straley House. The program director, I forget her name. This guy called John, he was so sweet. He was the nighttime staff. And anytime I was wigging out or tripping, because I was doing acid and LSD, and I was drinking a lot, going out a lot, and he would talk to me like, you really walked from the club home. Like, how they, and he would sit there and joke around with me, and I don't know, it just felt like a different type of love or care. It wasn't judgmental, it wasn't to put down. And although at the time I felt like a throwaway, now as an adult, I look back and I'm like, dang, there's no way I would have learned all the things I learned if it wasn't for Straley House, if it wasn't for Ravenna House staff and place being there, if it wasn't for Harrington House and being there. So 2022, I kind of started looking at my life and saying, okay, what am I thankful for? Because I have a lot of stuff to bitch and moan about. We all do. But what am I thankful for? I'm thankful that life have made me a go-getter. I'm a quiet killer. Like, people underestimate me, and I just, okay, you can think I'm dumb. You can think I don't know how to read you if I really wanted to. You can think you are above me because you have some degree, or you have a status at a church, or you have cars, you have a house. I'm so glad God doesn't see us that way. God doesn't care if you have a penny or $1,000 in your bank account. He still protects you, he still loves you, and he will go to battle for you. And that's what I was reflecting on 2022, you know, after going through so many unbalanced relationship. I'm not going to even call them bad because I did learn something from all of them. And I did have some type of love and affection, give and take, except for the narcissist. That was just a situation. But everybody else, I appreciate. Everybody else, I'll always have those memories. And my brain is bigger than my head because I have so many little thoughts and memories, and sometimes I look crazy because I'm just laughing to myself. I think about something. It's like, wow, that's crazy. This person taught me that. This person, like, I wouldn't have gotten through this period of my time, my life, if it wasn't for the kid's godfather. Like, I think about a lot of situation that him and Grandma Val, his mom, got me through. And whether it was good intentions, bad intentions on Grandma Val's part, you know, you just kind of have to. That's when that saying fits: let go and let God. Not the forgiving part, because that forgiving part, it's a everyday process. Sometimes if you are facing that person, it's a every freaking minute process. You have to tell yourself, okay, don't grab that knife. I mean, like, I made a statement one day in front of one of my sisters, and I'm like, don't you ever just want to kill somebody? She said, no. Oh my God, no. I said, okay, you haven't been through enough. You really haven't been through enough. But one of the things I want to finish, because my time, I have 19 minutes, I'm on 17 minutes. Anyways, I heard something the other day that was very hurtful, and I wanted to address it, not to like make the person feel bad or whatever if they're listening. Through my life, I had moments of desire of exiting. When I was in my home, I tried to use a knife. I tried to jump off a building. I tried to, not I tried, I did. It just didn't work. I also tried, I drank bleach and to make it taste good, or in my head I thought, well, maybe it'll make it taste better because I used to love strawberry milk. I put milk in it. That crap has had me messed up for days, for months, for at least a month. I lost so much weight. People stopped calling me fat. So I was like, oh damn, maybe that's better than the pill diet, since all these old people wanted, always, my stepmom was always talking about, I need to lose weight. I'm like, if she only knew the secret. I don't know how much I drank or whatever. I'm not promoting that. All I'm saying is the reason that I stopped trying to exit was because I had one person to talk to. And it might not make sense to you, but you might be that person for somebody. So if it doesn't make sense to you why this person is telling you they want to do it, well, just do it. You might be the person that's stopping them. So just be kind. Thank you.